That was weird. I don't know what was going on with the video there. Hi, I'm Mike Barra. This is a special Saturday night report for you guys in on this live stream. Welcome to Real News Live's special Saturday night edition. Okay, something happened today, or it may have happened a few days ago. We don't know, but something is going on with regard to the Iraqi dinar, and it is something I think that's significant. It's worth reporting on. So I'm going to get in and out of here in about 15 minutes, take a few questions. This is not a long, extensive show. I've been talking to Jen. I've been talking to Mark Z. I've been talking to everybody that is associated with this. So here's what's happened. Today, it was posted on my Telegram, was a screen capture of a foreign currency exchange called CFIX, which is Central, what does it stand for? Currency Exchange International. And it showed the Iraqi dinar selling at a rate of 1,000 to 1. Now, okay, that's fine. That doesn't really seem like that big a deal to you if you're not paying attention. But here's why you should be paying attention. We've told you for a while that the process of the dinar revaluing could be incremental. It could be in stages. The first stage that had to happen, and Mark reminded me on our phone conversation, the first thing that had to happen is you have to get to 1,000 to 1 or 1,100 to 1 to make it easier to revalue, to then, quote, delete the 3 zeros, which they've been talking about in Iraq for decades now, almost 2 decades. So if you do that, well, let's take a look. So what I did was today is I got this. We had the other rumors of the 238 to 242 rate that the lady with the bank story gave to us on Thursday or Friday. Jen said she checked on that lady and she felt she was authentic. There's Jen right there. Hi, Jen. Love you. So here's what we got. Let me do a screen share and show you. So I went to CFIX and I said, okay, it doesn't matter if somebody takes a screenshot because anybody can Photoshop a screenshot. So I went over to the foreign currency exchange site and I took a look at it. And here, let me turn off the chat overlay so we get a little bit bigger screen. And I said, okay, I want to order foreign currency. And they said, what do you want to order? I said, Iraqi dinar. So I came in here and it shows 1 million dinar costs $1,007. With a $10 fee, it's $1,017. That means the indication rate for the Iraqi dinar, it says right here, is 0.001 and then some other stuff. So that's 1,000th of a cent, or 1,000 US dollars to 1 million Iraqi dinars. Now, why is that important? It's important for a number of reasons. We were always told this was what's going to happen. The going rate of the dinar has been, this year, it's been 1,400, 1,600, 1,700 to 1. And it was recently 1,320 to 1. And we were told by various sources for the last 6 months, when you see it jump from 1,320 to 1,000 to 1, the next step is the full revaluation. One easy way to do that is to change it to a simple even 1,000 to 1, because when you delete these 3 zeros, this 1 moves over in front of the decimal point and you have a 1-to-1 rate with the US dollar, at which point I'm handing them all of my dinar. So the other thing is, I wanted to remind everybody that that Jen told you months ago, 6 months ago. I see worksheets, I see computer worksheets, and I see numbers and rates like being put in, and then it propagates through the whole worksheet. That was the Iraqi budget, which they just announced around that time. Okay, so what that means is that if they then delete the 3 zeros and 0.0001 becomes 1.00, everything propagates easily through their budget. Everything converts to basically the same value as the US dollar, and then you're off and running. So you have to go to this step before you can go to the next step, which is the one-to-one rate. Then I believe what it's going to do is it's going to float to the public rate. By the way, thank you, Regina, for the t-shirt, the his t-shirt. Then it can float up to 238 or 242 or the rate that Mark has been hearing that we got from that lady in the bank story. So these events, a series of events, is not insignificant. That I believe is the rates on the back screens at the banks, the manager screens. That is where the rate is going, and I think it is going to happen very, very soon. So Jen told you that that was what was going to happen, that was important, that they were filling out all these forms and getting all of these things arranged. They would not move the rate of the dinar to all zeros, to a one and zeros like that, unless they knew it would propagate through their budget and they were either ready to go or getting ready to go. Now, some people have said, well, that's not the rate. That's not the rate on the forex. It still shows at various forex sites. It still shows 1320 or 14 or somewhere around there. Guys, the forex is closed on Saturdays. So wherever these CFEX folks got their rate, it didn't come from the current closed forex, and that might mean that tomorrow night, tomorrow evening for us in the West, when forex comes back up, I think about 5 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Eastern, the rate might be 0.0001, 1,000 to 1, which still nobody's going to get too upset or suspicious about that. They're going to go, oh, 1,000 to 1. It's still, still cheap. But remember, until a few days ago, the rate was 0.00086. Okay, let me type that in here. 0.00086 has been the rate for decades. Okay, and so you delete the 3 zeros, it's worth 86 cents. Now the rate is 0.0001, 1,000th of a penny. Now when you move the decimal point, you delete the 3 zeros, the 1 goes on the other side of the decimal point, and it becomes 1.00. All your budgets work. Everything lines up, and then you can go up from there. You can go public, you can make your public announcements, because they can do this change and nobody will really notice it until they make public announcements. Once they make public announcements, people are going to start investing in the dinar and the rate is going to shoot up. The other thing is, Jen is getting vibes, and she'll talk about this on Monday's show. She's getting the vibe that next week is going to be really big for the financial implementation stuff. And I really am beginning to feel like this may mean something. Now, some other people have said, well, first of all, it's important to understand something. The jump from 0.00086 to 0.001, did I have that right? No, I typed that in wrong. 0.001. There we go. Why does Jennifer just keep saying Jennifer Faladori? Somebody hack you, Jen? The jump from 0.0086, I have that in wrong, 0.0086 to 0.001, it's a 32% increase. So they increased the value of their currency by 32%, assuming that this comes from Iraq, which it appears to be that it's coming from Iraq. 32% increase is huge. And when you factor, I see that. Okay, because if this show is shared, people don't know who Jen is. Okay, Jennifer Faladori. I'm sorry. I forgot about this. We did talk about this, Jen. I apologize. Yes, you want to go follow Jennifer Faladori. She's also Philosophy on Telegram, and find her information over there. Philosophy on Telegram, Jennifer Faladori on YouTube. Okay, my bad. I keep assuming everybody on this, in this thing knows who Jen is, and they don't. And Jen pointed that out to me day, but I'm kind of excited. So this is an extremely significant move. It sets up the next move. The next step is the final revaluation. Now, whether it's Mark's timetable of a couple weeks or Jennifer Falah-Doring's timetable of next week, doesn't matter, because once it gets into that $1, that 1-to-1 ratio of a dollar to a dinar, people are going to start exchanging. And once that happens, everything rolls. Everything is on the roll. So the dinar has already increased by 35%. Here's another thing that I think is an important fact that I can't verify this. Somebody who's smarter like Mark may be able to verify this. The 0.0086, let me retype it again. 0.0086. No, it's point zero zero. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. 0.0086. That was an artificial programmed rate dictated by the International Monetary Fund, the World Trade Organization, the United Nations, and behind them all, the United States. So that rate comes out to about 1140 or 1150. It has fluctuated somewhat in there, but a jump of this magnitude is not an artificial programmed rate. That is a free floating rate. In other words, that means Iraq has control over the rate of their currency. They did not previously have that. The fact that this legitimate rate is out there, I think, is extremely important. I may yet be proven wrong, but I believe it is extremely important. I don't sell dinar. I don't have any investment in dinar. I can't tell you where to buy it. There's lots of people in the chat, lots of people on my Telegram channel, lots of people on Jennifer Falah-Doring's Telegram channel that can tell you where to pick some up. Okay. So again, my Telegram is Mike Bear 33 on Telegram, and I'm on Instagram and some other places. I know that Ron Davidoff, our friend of the show, our best friend, has a deal with Banknote World, but I get nothing out of that. Another place you might look at buying it would be where we just were, which is CFIX. Okay, that might be a good place to buy it. You have to either pick it up or have it mailed to you, but their rate is 1-to-1. So in other words, they're selling it for way cheaper than anybody else right now. They are selling it at a crazy cheap rate. So there are people that are saying, "Oh, well, it's been that price on there for a long time." First of all, I have no proof of that. Secondly, that means that they've been selling their dinar at like a 30% loss for the last 2 years. I don't believe that for a second. I don't think it's true. But again, I have no financial investment whatsoever in any of this stuff. I can't tell you where to go to get it. I can tell you I have some. So, and by the way, Deb, you don't invest. So that's what I have. I think this is an extremely significant move, and it lines up with everything that we've been told to expect when the revaluation commences. So, does that mean the revaluation has begun? It's occurring? It might. It might mean that. I think we're really, really, really close. So, sorry for the quickie Saturday night thing. I figured this out. I went to the source. I looked it up. They were selling it for that 1,000-to-1 rate. 0.001 is phenomenal, and the next step is a really significantly huge jump in the value. I don't think it goes to 800-to-1. I don't think it goes to 500-to-1. They're setting it up for it to go from 0.001 to 1.00. That's what they're setting it up for. And then after that, it floats up and who knows where it goes. So that's what I have for you. Let me slide over to the Rumble side, see if anybody has any questions over there. Ron Davidoff. Hi, Ron. Little Red Castle. Ron, you're a $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Ron. When will it begin? Well, it began. Okay, there are people saying they've been selling it at that rate for more than a year. Okay, I don't quite believe that. And you're telling me that they're selling it at a loss of 30% for a year. So we shall see. There's always people that you don't know that want to throw water on this on everything, but cold water on everything. We shall see. Jennifer also says, Jennifer Faladorian says the rate on the back screens is rising as well. That's what she's getting. So we'll be back for another show on Monday and try to update you on the new information and anything that might happen between now and then. So what I think we've got to do is watch the Forex when it opens at 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, around the time the late game starts, and just see if anything happens on that. Let's see, take any questions over here on the Rumble side. Happy birthday, you're welcome. Or thank you for that. I appreciate it. No other questions over on Rumble. Get any quick questions here on Yahoo. So they couldn't be selling it at this rate if unless they were willing to take huge losses on every transaction. So I don't think that's really true. All right, then. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see where it all ends up on Monday morning. Jennifer Falad-Doring and I will be back on Monday morning. Don't forget to go to Jennifer's site, follow her philosophy on Telegram and her YouTube, and go to her website, jenniferfalad.com. And also, again, go to mikebear.blogspot.com. Real News Live here on Rumble, and my Telegram is MikeBera33. So appreciate all you guys, and of course visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, MikeBeraPets.com, and also follow me on Twitter at MikeBera333. So we'll see what happens, but I'm excited about it. Mark is excited about it. Jennifer Falad-Doring is excited about it. We'll see where it leads. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go Lions tomorrow. And that's really everything I have for you guys. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it.